Let's talk about redefining your success. It's so easy to get busy, but the growth spurt for many of my students is mastering how to be aligned, mastering how to be clear on what your assignment is and how to embody it. And it takes more than just knowledge. You can go online, you can go on YouTube, you can go on Udemy, you can go on to wombsaunauniversity.com, right? And you can learn about herbs, you can learn about essential oils, you can learn about all of these different tools that can be used in holistic medicine. But that's very different from understanding how to serve from your heart and from your womb and really create a lifestyle of success that doesn't make you feel like you have to burn out or compromise on your values, and be true to yourself, your identity. And so, what I've been able to help Womb Sauna practitioners accomplish is bridging the gap between your passions and your profit. And I am happy to share with you the core foundational technique that I use in our training program that allows students to thrive in that lifestyle. Here's what it is. In a nutshell, I teach my students how to monetize themselves. I teach them how to see themselves correctly. Your self-identity, your self-concept drives everything that you think, that you choose, and that you do. And as long as you are unclear about who you are, it will absolutely show up in every entrepreneurial adventure that you set forth to do. And so the yoni steaming industry is a different space. It is a new space in America where it's trendy. There's all kinds of information on the internet about starting a V-steaming business. When I first got started, it wasn't like that. So I'm in a pioneering space in the industry. Got started very early before this was on reality TV. But where we are today is in a much more saturated space where there's a lot more conversation about yoni steaming. You see different expressions or methods of yoni steaming. You have people who do it at home themselves and they put a contraption in the toilet. You have people who have set up wellness centers where they have 8 to 10 different stools, beautiful setups, all of that, where you can come in with your friends, drink wine, eat chocolate, those types of things. And then you have the womb sauna method, where we service our women one-on-one. Our kits are mobile. We literally have practitioners who travel and provide our method of yoni steaming. And it's rooted in helping women correctly define themselves and recognize their power to heal everything in their lives. And our method has been able to be expressed in a wide range of environments, everything from hospitals to people's living rooms who want, they don't want to leave the house. They like to have a service like this done intimately and privately, to penthouses, to you'd be surprised, right? We've had practitioners on reality TV and all of that, Shark Tank, all of that. And it is because what I teach is rooted in monetizing yourself. So I started this conversation saying, let's really redefine our definitions of success, because my definition of success may look very different from yours. But being able to know what is required for you to be satisfied at the end of every day, to me, I hope that that's your definition of success. If it takes a certain dollar amount for you to be satisfied at the end of the day, what happens when that dollar amount fluctuates? Because that comes with the territory of entrepreneurship. If it takes having certain people in your life or having access to certain names, being able to name drop, to have a deep sense of satisfaction with your life and what you're doing with it, what happens when those connections are no longer present? What happens when that's not, important anymore? What happens if the person you're name dropping, their name and the value of it changes? Now what are you going to do? How are you going to be happy and satisfied with yourself then? If being able to have certain material gains and markers is what is required for you to have satisfaction at the end of the day, what happens when material things fluctuate, or you need to change, or maybe you got to sell certain things to keep the doors of the business open, or etc., right? I get to teach my students how to build satisfaction with this work from a deeply nourishing, wise, grounded space, so that when the trends change, so that when the market and the industry changes, you can still have sustainability, right? I've been doing this for over 12 years in the marketplace, full time. Yoni steaming has been my primary business. The other things that I do have been a complement to holding this service and holding this space for women. I want to find our next round of certified womb sauna practitioners. I am summoning women who know that part of their assignment is to empower other women, to teach women how to get back in their body, to teach women how to live in harmony between their mind, body, and spirit. I'm looking for the women who are spiritualists, who know God for themselves, and they know that there are things that God has put inside of them, classes, books, teachings, retreats, that they are supposed to be releasing into the marketplace, but they are just trying to figure out how to cross all the T's, dot all the I's, and make it all make sense. I am looking for you, because those are the women who align with our mission and vision. I never dreamed that my success in this industry space would be just my success. My dream is actually having the impact multiplied, having the clarity, the wisdom that I've gained about yoni steaming and the herbs, and how to help women heal from things like fibroids, infertility, painful menses, all of these different things that women are encountering. My dream has always been to make it infectious, to make the healing contagious, to have enough hands on deck that more women are having relief and feel sure of themselves and satisfied with their lives. That's my vision. And even when it would have been easier to just be trendy, maybe compromise on some of the equipment choices, maybe I planted my feet and I gained the wisdom and the audacity to stick to the plan that God gave me. And the reward has been the impact in women's lives. When you have an experience of being broken, and somebody comes into your life and teaches you to remember that you are not what you've been through, you are more than that. And they give you resources, tools, energy. They hold a space for you to become whole. When you experience that kind of miracle, and you get to the other side of the pain and the trauma, and you start living a lifestyle full of joy, it becomes almost like mandatory that you share that. You get so full, so satisfied, so grateful. You're like, I have got to get this to other women who may have been broken in the ways that I was broken. Maybe they went through abuse. Maybe they went through divorce. Maybe they went through abandonment, but I'm on the other side, and I'm looking at the world I'm living in. I'm looking at other women, and I'm saying, oh, they don't know what they don't know. And so, yes, I am asking you to hear me, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. I am sending out a call for certified womb sauna practitioners, because that is what we do. We are not just service providers. We are not just product pushers. Yes, we launch our students' product lines. We have drop shipping partners and all of that. We'll do your label design, all of the things, right? But I'm talking about something deeper. I'm going into something more profound. I'm looking for the women who you're feeling these words in your body right now, and you're like, ooh, I think Tama is talking to me. Tribe life is the advantage. Having people who can see you correctly, having people who have resources that will help you fulfill your destiny, having people who have experience and have accomplished things that you want to accomplish, woo, that's an easy life. That's a soft life. That's a lifestyle where it's not all on my shoulders, because I have women walking beside me who have capacity to carry things too, right? I have women that I can connect with. This is what I want to offer you. This is what I'm inviting you into. And I want you to have ease. I have students who've come from other training programs. They were able to get the technical knowledge around how to put the herbs in the pot and all of that, but they didn't get mentorship and they didn't get community life. We offer all of that. We don't just teach you how to put the water in the pot with the herbs and put a cape on somebody. That's valid, but we do a lot more than that. We also teach you about the industry, how it's changing. We teach you business infrastructure. You get a dedicated mentor when you come into our program. You are not alone unless you choose to isolate yourself. You'd have to intentionally choose to be separated and isolated to not thrive at the Womb Sauna University. So I am welcoming those who are catching this. I don't think it's a coincidence that you stumbled across this video, that you're a part of this conversation right now. You're hearing these words. I know that in your destiny is an assignment to empower women. Matter of fact, some of you have been doing it for free, and it's long overdue that you monetize this and allow it to be one of the ways that you source perpetual abundance and joy in your life. And so welcome to the Womb Sauna Practitioner family. You will find underneath this video a link where you can submit your free application and schedule a meeting with an enrollment advisor. One of my team members will chat with you in detail about how our program is structured, how you can access the program, and we will get you enrolled and started. And you can literally start training within 24 hours of making your payment for the program. You'll get your login and password, and you'll be able to go online and start creating your own journey into this work. And we will guide you every step of the way. And so I'm really excited to see who is coming in to the program. And if you have any additional questions, you are more than welcome to call our team. We also answer the phones 24/7, not AI, a real person. We actually have a team of people that answers our phones. So I can't wait to chat with you and meet you in the Womb Sauna University and our Womb Sauna Practitioner Certification Program. Peace.